it does seem that Chinese ships have already started to shadow the Atin Ito convoy. Let's now get out to Gretchen, who is standing by for us in Zambales with some more updates about today. Gretch, tell us about when you spotted the convoy exactly. Were these Chinese ships also inside our EEZ?
Good evening, Reg, Mase, Sean. I'm safe back on land here in Zambales, thank God, out of danger. But for the rest of the convoy, it's quite a tense situation as they are currently being shadowed by two Chinese Coast Guard vessels. That's Coast Guard vessel 4108 and 4109, just 50 nautical miles away from Masinloc town. Let me remind everyone that this is what the contingent was worrying about, because they are expected to arrive in the vicinity of Scarboro Shoal at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and they are pushing on with the mission in the dark. Just to highlight how the Chinese vessels operate inside the country's EEZ, they were spotted 50 nautical miles from Masinloc, Zambales. Don't get that confused. Which means they are 74 nautical miles away from Bajo de Masinloc, or what we call Panatag Shoal, or what they call Scarboro Shoal. So we are not even talking about the territorial sea of Bajo de Masinloc. We are saying that they are sailing within the country's EEZ, currently escorting the civilian convoy that is about to make its way to the Scarborough Shoal vicinity. The Atin Ito convoy actually expected to be shadowed by CCG vessels at 40 nautical miles from Bajo de Masinloc. So ibig sabihin, napaaga yung pag-shadow ng Chinese vessels sa kanila. The command center of Atin Ito says the CCG ships are trying to divide the Pangulong vessels, or the medium-sized commercial ships of the convoy, but BRP Bagakay is keeping close. That is the first PCG escort that was sent, and it seems that there are two more vessels that are on their way to make sure that our civilians are protected. Girls?
Gretch, let's clarify first that you only saw Chinese Coast Guard ships, no PLA Navy ships.
Well, sa ngayon, wala pang PLA Navy ships na nakikita yung civilian convoy. But according to Commodore J. Taliela, spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea of the Philippine Coast Guard, they conducted a maritime domain awareness flight this morning and observed the presence of 8 CCG vessels, 10 maritime militia vessels, and a PLA Navy warship that is in the vicinity of Bajo de Masinloc. We don't know how far exactly, but they were there. I think the measurements are there. They say because of this report also that they're sending the BRP Panglao and BRP Boracay to accommodate the Philippine vessels. But the Atin Ito coalition says it is only the BRP Bagakay that is with them now. We are actually trying to get an answer from the Philippine Coast Guard as to when the two vessels will arrive. Kasi medyo natatakot na, no? Kinakabahan itong civilian convoy. I am still in touch with some of the friends there. Meron silang signal. Meron silang Starlink gumagana. Nakakatawa kasi kanina sinusubukan ko paganahin yung akin. Pero nung nalaman niya na nasa dagat ako, parang pinapasubscribe ako sa mas mahal. Andaya, di ba? So meron silang signal, and they say it is already pitch black. They are lights off already, and we know that there is danger there in terms of the vessels that are in the dark or those that cannot be detected on the automated information system.
Gretch, it sounds a little bit risky. Why do you think they are continuing on with the mission at this point? Because they've already dropped the buoys, right? They've already delivered the supplies. So why are they carrying on?
Actually, as of now, it is already a mission success because the 3 objectives of this civilian convoy have been met. You're right. They have dropped the buoys. They have distributed the aid. They have also done the regatta. But they still have some fuel and food to distribute to the fishermen in the vicinity of Bajo de Masinloc. We have fishermen over there. We also have fishermen who fish at the payaws. So sinusubukan nilang abutin yung mga yun. But we also know that this isn't just about the aid that they're giving. They're also giving a statement on freedom of navigation in our exclusive economic zone, that they should be free to do that because they are in our country's waters. Apart from regularizing access and civilianizing the area, the goal of this civilian convoy is also to raise awareness on issues in the West Philippine Sea. Um, isa sa mga bagay na, napulot ko mula sa mga kausap natin doon ay this time daw, parang mas alam na daw nung commanders yung gagawin nila. Siguro nakatulong din na yung kapitan ng mga pangulong ay mga fisher folk na sanay sa area. They are used to dealing with the Chinese Coast Guard vessels, the maritime militia. They know how to evade these vessels, what to do. Naalala ko nung unang civilian convoy, nung nag-shadow na yung Chinese Coast Guard sa amin, ang instruction ng PCG then was to keep on. Dumiretso lang kayo. Pero yung captain noon, hindi siya sanay sa ganon. He was a civilian captain. Kaya nag-turn back kami agad-agad. This time, the instruction is to press forward. When the Chinese Coast Guard vessels are shadowing them, dire-diretso lang, and that is what they're doing now.
Okay, may mga nakausap ka bang mga fishermen that are part of the convoy? Did you get any insight on, what this convoy means to them and maybe some other tidbits that you have picked up?
Actually, Sean, marami tayong nakuha mula sa ating mga mangingisda, pero siguro yung pinakabatingkad sa akin ay yung pinaliwanag nila kung bakit mahalaga sa kanila itong Baho de Masinloc. Ang tawag din dito ay Panatag Shoal. This is actually where they stay when it's typhoon season, when it's rainy season, when it's dangerous to go back home, when they're out on sea. Panatag kasi doon sa loob ng lagoon. There may be strong winds, but the currents are not as strong. So that is where they hide. That serves as their shelter in times of tough weather. In fact, they were sharing to me na yung ilang kababayan nila namatay dahil they were forced to come back home in the middle of a typhoon because the Chinese would not let them into the lagoon. Up until now, hindi pa rin talaga sila makapasok doon. Mainit na mainit yung Chinese vessels, lalo na kapag may dalang camera, pag may dalang media. Ang sabi nila ay dahil baka raw sa dredging na ginawa dito sa loob o kaya yung poaching because ng kwento nila pati yung mga turtles kinukuha, yung giant clams kinukuha, baka raw may tinatago yung Chinese by not letting them in to the lagoon. So very, very interesting conversations with the fishermen. They are very, very sad over not being able to access the rich resources there. But alam mo naman ng mga Pinoy, tayo ay mag-a-adjust kung kinakailangan. So they have found ways to fish in all seasons in municipal waters and even going as far as 30 to 40 nautical miles away from home. Sabi nila, lahat ng klase ng pangingisda, dapat alam nating gawin.
All right. Maraming salamat, Gretchen, for that report and for sharing your experiences with us. I suppose
Nice to
we
see
will
that
be...
they could still fish.
That they-
I mean, whilst conducting the mission.
And nice to know that they were able to accomplish the
Yes,
mission.
all
Yes.
three goals.
All three goals checked. Thank you so much, Gretch. We'll see you back here soon.